Hey everybody, again, welcome to my channel. I am Melanie of Barbara Brokerage and Trucking, and in all of my videos I'm going to be completely transparent about my adventure with being a freight broker, right? Because there are some challenges that I don't think it's illuminated enough, and I think people just have this conception of, oh, I could just do this, and oh, I could just do that, and voila, I'm a broker. No, not the answer to the question. So I'm going to be completely transparent. So the very first topic, before I get into the very specifics of everything, the very first topic that we're going to talk about is mindset, right? And I think we have to talk about that because there has to be a shift in the mindset, and I don't think people fully understand that. My specific situation is that I'm not new to being an entrepreneur. So I am an entrepreneur, and I also work outside the home. So, I work for an organization outside of my home. So I am in two worlds at one time, right? And let me just say that being an entrepreneur, it takes a certain drive, it takes consistency, and it's different because when we work for someone, we already have a prescribed this is what you're supposed to do every day, right? And that means that is your job description. And this is actually one of my entrepreneurial duties calling right now. And I'll call this person back in a second or two after I finish this video. All right, so we already have a prescribed set of things that we are supposed to do, and that is your job description, right? So we know what that entails. We absolutely know what that entails. And typically your job description tells you that you're supposed to do these tasks, every day, and when you do these tasks every day, then you'll get paid that amount, right? But being an entrepreneur is a little different, right? Because you have to have the tenacity, you have to have the drive, you have to have the consistency to make your effort, come into fruition. And that's just, what it is. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Being an entrepreneur is tiring, it's taxing, because you're always putting forth, effort, and you don't know. This is the thing, you don't know if you're going to get the outcome that you really want, right? Whether it's for your business to flourish, whether it's to expand your business, or the status, or the money, or all of those things, in combination, right? And so it can be extremely difficult, but the one thing that has to change is your mindset. I had a conversation with my husband just a couple of days ago. We were out to dinner, and I said, and I'm being 100% transparent. I said, the other business ventures that I've gone on, I hated that I didn't push through. And the reason why I did not push through is because it gets hard. It becomes a challenge because you're not seeing the outcome that you really want to see, and you're not seeing it at a pace that you would like to see it, right? Sometimes being an entrepreneur, it starts off very slow, but you have to be consistent, and you have to push until you get the gain outcome that you want. And I said to him, I said, it is no telling where I would have been. It's no telling, and it is the absolute truth. And so I have myself to, blame for that. I have myself to say, well, even though, these are the reasons why you stop pushing through, you really have yourself to blame, because today, 5 years later, you don't know where those adventures could have taken you, right? And so I have to sit in that, right? And so, along the lines of being a broker, he and I was discussing that. And, previously, he was like, well, how much time do you think you want to give this because it's money. Let's just be honest, it's money, right? And he said, how much time do you think I said, I'm going to give it 6 months to a year, and so I've already allotted for the money that's going to be spent, right? I've already allotted in my mind for the time that it's going to take to, really get things, off the ground. I've already kind of mentally prepared for that. And so in saying, being an entrepreneur it's work. It's work. And I had to really prepare my mindset for this. And I'm saying this to you all. Before you take this leap, I don't care what you're trying to do. I don't care if you're trying to be a brokerer, as it pertains to freight, or a brokerer as it pertains to insurance, or whatever you're trying to do, right? It has to be something that is consistent. Before you take one step, you have to commit to it. You have to commit to it. And I had to have that conversation with my husband, like, I am committed to this. Because number one, and we'll get into this in other videos, number one, is a reason why I want to do this, right? There's a couple of reasons why I want to do this. And I need to be committed. So I'm saying to you all, it is going to be a challenge. Number one, because you're not going to know exactly how to navigate through this new venture, right? Because this is all new information. Being a freight broker I don't care how much training you get. There are going to be things that you're just not going to be trained on, and these are things that you're going to have to, come up against. So you're going to have to learn it, but you cannot shut down. And that is a commitment that I made to myself. Like, I'm going to persevere. I'm going to push through, because I know my capabilities, right? I know that I can do this. I know that I can do this. But I'm just asking you all to be 100% honest with yourselves. And let me just say this, right? The videos that you see out here, you're going to see the glory of it. But I want you to know that there are deep challenges, right? And if you ever come to a point where you're like, you know what? This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot of energy. This is a lot of effort. This is a lot of money. This is a lot of time. It's okay. It's okay. And this is why I made this video. Other than the introduction video, I made this the first one, because you have to have a mind switch. You have to have a mindset switch. You have to be real. You have to do a self-analysis about who you are, where you are, and where your life is at the time. Because it sounds good that, oh, I'm going to move this freight. Oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. It sounds real good. It sounds real good to everybody outside, right? But the work is hard, y'all. The work is hard. I've had my authority for about, I'm going to say, give or take 30 to 45 days. I've had my authority. And I'm just beginning to put the puzzle pieces together. Just, okay? And so I'm going to be completely transparent about everything that I do from this, from this point out. Like, these are the challenges I've had, y'all. These are the suggestions that I have about this. But it starts with that mindset. Just come into this knowing that it is not going to be easy. You're going to be told no. You're going to think that, oh, hell no, this is not for me. This is too much. You're going to have challenges. And let me just say this. And I'm just starting off, right? I'm just really putting all the paperwork and the documents and all of that stuff together. It was challenges in that. I ain't even talking about calling folks and, connecting with folks yet. And I'm being real. I'm being 100% real. So just know that. So get your mind right. And get ready to be get ready to elevate yourself, get ready to make impact. Just get ready. Just get ready. Just know that it's gonna be days where I'm gonna be like, I can't do this, right? But that's why I say you have to have that self-assessment. You have to be 100% honest with yourself about your intentions in getting into this type of business, your effort level. Where's your effort level? Where you want to be? How much time are you going to dedicate to this, right? Because most of us who are getting into this field, most of us work, right? Most of us have a family, and most of us have things going on, right? So you have to be honest about that. You have to be honest about your dedication to it. And I say, do that self-assessment before you get into it. Be honest about your self-assessment, and then also be honest whether or not, hey, you might be like, what, I'm not going to have that much time, or whatever. And it's okay if you can't do it. It's okay if you can't do it. Maybe something else is, a better fit for you. So I'm just saying, understand what you're going to get into, understand your challenges, and then do that self-assessment. Do that mindset check. All right, y'all. I hope that this video was I just hope that it really level sets for everybody, because I know, like, the videos that I've seen is like, oh, you can do it, but you gotta be real about it. You gotta be real about where you are and what else you have to give, right? Because this is like helping a baby to grow up, because this is your business, this is your thing, and you got to nurture it. And so you got to figure out, how can you nurture it? You got to figure out, can I honestly do this? Can I effectively do this? Can I efficiently do this? Okay? So I hope that this information was definitely helpful, everybody. But stick around for more videos. We got a lot to cover. Take care, y'all.